Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. I'm Nathan Hager, joined by Bloomberg's Kriti Gupta on this Friday morning with a lot of stocks getting rewarded for the beat and raise, Kriti. But with so much going on in geopolitics this morning, I see you've got your eye on defense stocks this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Nathan. Yeah, the defense stocks momentum kind of being brought into question this morning, especially when so much of it is being funded by contracts with other nations. Remember, this is a key pillar of some of the trade negotiations that Donald Trump is inking with the likes of India, Japan, Indonesia, the EU, you name it. Defense is a part of it, at least it seems on the forefront. We are now getting some reporting by our colleagues and other media suggesting that India is reconsidering some of those defense purchases. So Reuters, for example, reporting that India is putting plans to buy new U.S. weapons on hold that specifically targets General Dynamics, Raytheon, and Lockheed Martin. So, Nathan, that's exactly where I want to go check in terms of the stock move, because it is ultimately a summer Friday when it comes to these defense stories. And I think this is important given that one of the underperformers in the European session is, again, the defense stock. So maybe this is an area to look out for in terms of the catch-up trade in the U.S. session. Lockheed Martin, LMT, is your ticker this morning, trading at $431 a share. It is only higher by 0.1%, but very light volume. This is a stock you want to watch going into the U.S. Open. A similar one over at General Dynamics. No trades in the stock just yet, but again, keep your eye out on it as we start to see more of that reporting come through. GD is your ticker. It was down about 0.7% in yesterday's session, now closing at about $312 a share. Raytheon is the other one, or I should say now RTX, renamed, is another one to keep an eye on, higher by 0.3%, $156 a share on that defense company. A quick mention of Boeing as well, though they have less of a defense business. They are very much touching some of that sentiment. BA is your ticker, inching closer down to about 0.1%, but on an intraday chart, you're already seeing some movement in that stock. Let's talk about the positivity, though, Nathan.
Okay.
Monster Beverage, I should say, is the stock to watch this morning. It is your biggest volume mover in the pre-market. MNST is your ticker, higher by about 8.2%, trading just shy of $66 a share. Their results getting a beat across the board and really getting rewarded for it this morning, not only on their revenue front, their sales front, but overall their earnings and profit front as well, beating all analyst expectations and touting some strong global momentum in July. That is what analysts are really pointing out this morning. It's also getting them a series of upgrades across Wall Street. So Piper Sandler's really leading the charge on this, raising the stock to an overweight from neutral, a price target of $74 a share from its previous target of about $54. And like I said, the stock is trading around 66 right now. So quite a bit of upside. Citi as well getting in on that, getting their raise, a price target raised up from $70 a share to $74. So Wall Street, pretty positive on Monster Beverage this morning. Let's talk about another big, impressive earnings number, and that's Gilead Sciences. GILD is your ticker this morning, trading at about $113 a share, higher by about 3.4%. They lifted their full year outlook. It looks like their HIV drug sales in the second quarter are bolstering some of that revenue, beating expectations, but I wouldn't say this is a massive beat to expectations, but enough to reward the stock this morning. Nathan, GILD for Gilead Sciences.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.